Welcome to Love Yourself Up. This is Jody Amen. Hey, today we're going to talk about how to build your self-confidence. And there is many ways to build self-confidence because it is a skill. It's a skill that you can learn. It's not something that you're born with, so don't worry. If you feel like your confidence is really low, it doesn't matter. It's something that you can build if you work on it. The most important thing that you can do to build your self-confidence is practice. Practice something, right? Practicing makes perfect. Practicing something makes you get better and better at it. So any skill that you want to hone, you got to practice at it. Same with self-confidence. You don't just get resigned to having low self-confidence. You could build that up. If you try something and practice it and do it over and over and over and over again, then you build confidence in yourself at doing it. Say you wanted to try to juggle. When you first start, you're a disaster. The balls are everywhere and you can't even catch them. But if you practice that over and over and over, you're not only going to get good at it, you're going to feel good at it. So if you're scared of public speaking, you need to do it over and over and over. I worked with tons of kids that are really scared of doing those oral reports in school. And if they have a teacher that makes them do it like once a week or once a month, by the end of the year, those kids are fine. They can speak in public beautifully. You know why? Because they practiced. They practiced over and over. And when you become familiar with something, you're a lot less nervous about it. One of the best things you could do to build your self-esteem and build your self-confidence is commit to something small every day that you could definitely do. Something that would take about 10 minutes and doesn't take a lot of materials. It might be jotting a note to somebody. It might be sitting in front of a candle or meditating, prayer. It could be exercise. Something that you know that you could do 10 minutes a day without fail. And then you do it. And then every day you do it and you see yourself committed to that thing. You see yourself repeating something over and over. And that's going to build your self-esteem naturally. And the second thing that you could do to build your self-confidence is use affirmations. When we change beliefs, we have to change them really slowly. And we can't go from, I hate myself to I love myself. We have to repeat stuff in between over and over and over again. Like, it's possible that there could be something good about me. And you repeat that mantra and that affirmation over and over and over again, and you begin to build your self-confidence. You begin to find things in yourself that are good about you. And the third thing that you could do to build your self-confidence is hang out with people who see the good in you. Surround yourself with people who are uplifting and happy and can reflect back the wonderful person that you are. I'm not saying leave the people in your life that are going through a hard time. Never do that. Don't turn your back on those friends. You won't feel good about that either. But try to bring those other people in your life that lift you up. And you could lift them up too, and it'll be a mutual situation that will benefit everybody. So these are 3 ways that you can build confidence in yourself. It's a skill, you can build it. And then you could let that you want to be shine through. Hey everyone, it's Jody. Did you like this episode? If so, let me know and be sure to subscribe so you get that next one. And if you want more inspiration to help you love yourself and open your heart, visit me at jodyamen.com and enter your name and email for my newsletter. In the meantime, stay present and let that you want to be shine through.
Several years ago, I passed through some hard life circumstances, and as a result of these circumstances, I lost confidence in myself and what I can and able to achieve in my life. Maybe the people around me did not feel it, but I was negatively affected and was searching for solutions. Have you ever passed through a similar situation in your life? After days and weeks of searching, reading books about tips to improve my confidence, I discovered that the answer was there in front of my eyes almost all of the time, but I never recognized it. And the answer was in 2 points that I would love to share with you. Because I'm a firm believer that we all collect different experiences throughout our lives, and it's our mission to share these experiences with each other. And who knows, maybe you are passing through a similar situation in your life now. Maybe you need to develop your confidence in order to make a hard decision, like leaving a job you hate, or quitting a relation that you are not happy in, or even to start your own business. And that's why I'm here to share with you what I learned. So let's start. The first thing that I found out is that education followed by actions leads directly to self-confidence. I discovered that the more that I educated myself, the more that I knew my real self-worth. Because without exaggeration, each time I learned something new, new doors and potential opportunities opened up for me. Now, these opportunities are still potential as long as I did not act on them and use what I learned to transform them into real opportunities. And you know what? I found also that the bigger and the bolder the action that I took, the more confident I became. They used to say knowledge is power, but I will tell you, knowledge is just potential power or frozen power. Knowledge followed by action is the real power. I remember when I was a kid, I used to hear a simple but profound sentence that I never really understood. This sentence was, do what you fear. When I grew up and I tried this advice, I started to understand and believe that you really have to do what you fear, because what you fear gets you outside of your comfort zone. Fear itself is a positive indication for you that you are growing. When you start something new or take a new action in your life, you will always be afraid of the unknown and the future, and you will have this inner self-talk and thoughts like, is this action going to work? What are the people going to say about me? What if I failed? But the truth is, you are just illusioning yourself with a lot of things and thoughts that do not really matter and are just delaying you from taking the next action. If you simply understood the fact that in either way, if the action was successful or not, you are still a winner, you will act faster. Because simply, if the action that you took was right and you succeeded, then this will boost your confidence because you tried something new, it worked, and you survived the negative pool of thoughts that you had in your head in order to stop you from doing it. And if the action was not correct, then it will be a lesson learned for the future. It will make you gain experience which will serve you later in your life. And you can still be proud of yourself because you did not surrender to the status quo and your negative thoughts. Trust me, it does not take any effort from you to do nothing. And by the way, there is another benefit from taking bold actions that almost everyone is ignoring to consider. And that is, it will set you free. Because the moment that you start getting the momentum of making decisions and neglecting the negative thoughts and negative people around you, the moment it will be easier for you to repeat it again and again in the future. An exclusion, of course, is in case you made a huge tangible loss from your previous action, then maybe it will take you some more time to recover, which is normal, by the way. Let me tell you a personal story. When I was 22 years old, I started my own business and everybody was almost against this step. I had a great start and the company was expanding, and suddenly I failed and I had to close the business. I felt that the world is over, everything is black, that my life will end, and all of this negative inner self thoughts and illusions that you know. But days passed by and I discovered that I'm still alive. On top of that, after several years, I was able to connect the dots and to learn that the experience that I gained at this young age served me well in my life today. It empowered me to take tough action and gave me also business knowledge and lessons learned from my mistakes in the past. I discovered also that worrying about other people's opinion about me is meaningless. The majority of the people don't care, and the minority who spoke or criticized spoke for some time and then they return back to their normal lives. Do you want to know why? Because they simply don't care. Everyone around me and you is having his own life, and they will not leave their lives and priorities in order to focus or think about me or you as you imagine. The second thing that I learned is if you are not confident, then act confident. Ever heard a movie star speaking that it took him several days or even weeks to let go of the character that he played in his last movie? This is because when you keep doing something for enough period of time, you become it, or in other words, you embody it. When you embody it, the people around you feel it. When they feel it, they will make you feel it also by speaking about you or by asking you why and how do they feel that you are shiny or so confident. And the more that you will hear it from them, the more you will feel more confident consecutively. And because you will believe it more and more until your subconscious mind absorbs it fully and believes it as a reality. Use the power of what you listen to in your environment to your favor and not against you. And if you underestimate this point, let us make a small test together and let me ask you, if the people around you spoke negatively about you or said that you can't do something, what have you usually felt? Did it impact you negatively or not? Same impact on your confidence when the people around you are speaking positively about you. Because simply, we're human beings. But this is not everything. When your confidence grows, your circle of influence will grow too. You know why? Because simply, do you prefer to be around someone who is confident or someone who is not confident or depressed? Same for the others. The more that you reflect confidence, the more that you will influence people positively, and the more that you will influence, the more that they will follow you and stay around you, which will lead you in the end to more confidence, and the loop continues. So start learning something new today and put what you learn into action. An action that can make you start changing your life. And after taking this action, act confident and keep positive. One last thing. If you like this video, then you can subscribe to my channel to keep receiving videos from me in the future. And you can also sign up to my newsletter on my website. And if you have a question that I can help you to answer, then write it down under this video in the comments section and I will answer it in one of my upcoming videos. Imagine what you can achieve. Believe that you can achieve it and act to make it happen. Till next time.